Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So it seems like there might be some late drama with the Eric Chelle announcement because the club that he currently coaches, a football club in Algeria, MC Oran, have now reached out to NFF and they're asking the questions: why will NFF go ahead and announce their coach as the coach of their national team when he's still under contract with them? And this has generated into a lot of confusion right now because uh, previously Eric Chelle was supposed to come to Nigeria this weekend to sign the contract, finalize every other terms, and then be unveiled by the NFF. But that's not going to happen because his club has stopped him to from doing that, rather, because they want him right now to stay uh, at least this weekend to oversee the game that they have against FC Setif in their Algerian cup match. But this week was a really important week, for this deal because after an NFF announced the deal, the Algerian club Oran did an emergency meeting on Wednesday where they talked about you know the Eric Chelle issue. According to them in the official media, they said that the meeting was to determine whether he stays or whether he leaves, especially since he is still under contract with them, and that they wanted to weigh the rights of both parties and see, who what they are supposed to do, at this point. But the club also are reportedly asking the NFF for some compensation if at the end of the day they allow Eric Chelle to leave. And this is something that is now looking like the previous deal that the NFF closed down with Bruno Labbadia, and then there were talks about German taxes and things like that before NFF decided to pull out because of the extra money that they were forced to pay. And this is now looking like that previous deal as well, because it looks like NFF are going to be forced to pay some extra money to this club, this Algerian club. But the question is, will NFF be willing to do that? Even if they are willing to do that, do they really have the money to do so? That remains to be seen. But from Eric Chelle's side, he seems to have done all the right things, by accepting the deal, because according to the contract that he has with MC Oran, the Algerian club, he is allowed to have negotiations with a national team, and he's allowed to accept a job offer from a national team if at the end of the day anyone comes for him, which was exactly what he did by accepting the Super Eagles deal. So that's that was written in his contract with this club. So he has been exonerated by that, but the club is still trying to weigh in their options and see whether they are going to milk some money out of NFF, which I think it's what they are looking at right now. But moving away from that one, guys, Nathan Tella was in fantastic form last night as Leverkusen played a 3-2 victory over Dortmund. Tella scored a very important goal, which set history by scoring in the 24th seconds of the game. The last time anybody scored a goal as early as that for Bayern Leverkusen was back in 2014, and Nathan Tella came up last night and then inspired this team. But it was a really tight game that they had to end that match 3-2. But of course, Nathan Tella played for some good number of minutes. For 74 minutes was his total match time for that game. And Victor Boniface continues to miss due to a setback in his injury, and Xavi Alonso, the coach of the Leverkusen side, have now given some updates relating to why Boniface was not part of the team last night. For him, he said that they were hoping that Boniface would join back to training from 2nd of January, but it's such a shame that that didn't happen because he had a setback with his injury. But that right now, all they want to do is support Boniface and give him the time that he needs, and every other resources that he needs to come back fully in shape. That they don't want to rush him. They just want to take the time and allow him to heal fully and then come back with the team. But that victory, last night was very important for them. It's in fact their nine consecutive wins, uh, right now for Xabi Alonso, and it seems like they've now gotten themselves back into the title race with just 1 point shy of Bayern Munich at 35 points. That's Bayern Leverkusen has 35 points from 16 games. Bayern Munich has 36 points from 15 games, although they still have one game less. But that's really, really nice to see, of course. All right, moving away from that, we have the likes of William Chus-Ekon helping his IGHALO football club come away with a 3-2 victory over Al Ettifaq. William Chus-Ekon actually provided an assist for the winning goal in the 90 plus 10 minutes with a very, very perfectly thrown pass from his defensive line up to their striker, who controlled and then scored from the near post. But what a great performance from Ekong. He played for 90 minutes and was fantastic. Then still also in the Saudi Arabian League, we also had Jude Gallo being on the score sheet as well to help his Al Wida side come up with a 2-1 victory away from home against Al Fateh. Gallo scored the winner for that game, and it's just good to see. This man is old, but he doesn't get old when it comes to scoring goals. And just to take a look at the league right now in the Saudi Arabian League, Gallo's Aweda occupies the 16th position, with 12 points from 14 games, and then Chus Ekong's Al Khalud occupy 13th position with 13 points from 14 games. They're going to need to start winning games to climb up the table because they look like they are both in the relegation zone. And for the top of the league, Al Ittihad still continues to top, and then Al Hilal second place. Al Nassr of Cristiano Ronaldo is in the third, and then Al Qadisiyah in the fourth. But that is that right now for this segment. Of course, more of this is going to be coming out relating to the Eric Chelle case, because right now the NFF are being cornered because they might need to make some extra payments, as compensation to this Algerian league if they are to walk away with their man. But we'll see what happens, guys. Thanks for watching this one. Don't forget to leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned.